The ones who are like me, who overfunction for others, start saying like, you're selfish, you're entitled, you expect so much from me, and you don't give anything in return. The second type of person ends up saying, you're pulling back, you're not showing up for me anymore, you've changed, you obviously don't love me anymore. When in reality, it's really just two people operating from unhealed trauma. And we wouldn't even really be finding ourselves in these types of conflicts in our relationships if we would just go heal that trauma.
I don't think most people realize that the whole dynamic is unprocessed trauma. They think it's them. They think it's the other person. They point the finger. They say they were duped. They call him an abuser and a narcissist. That was also me. Because whether he was an abuser or a narcissist, it doesn't matter. The whole dynamic was the result of subconscious beliefs where I tied my value to relationships. Subconscious, meaning I wasn't even aware of it. The indicator that I had done it was the very fact that I ended up in that type of relationship. And here's why. Because healthy people do not overfunction or underfunction. They are grounded and sovereign and self-regulated. Like a truly healthy person would notice the overfunctioning or the underfunctioning and exit the relationship because they know that it's not going to serve either of them. So if you're in this dynamic, it's not a moral failing, it's an energetic match. You and that person are literally vibrational matches, reflecting each other's unhealed patterns. That's why it keeps showing up no matter how aware you are. And another thing that people get wrong is this story that they exploited your trauma. No, they didn't. They literally have the exact same trauma patterns as you, just presents on the opposite side of the coin. That's why the dynamic feels so intense and it's triggering. It is a mirror of what is unresolved inside of you. This isn't about blame, it's about energy and nervous system patterns and the fact that trauma attracts trauma until it's been transmuted. So noticing the pattern is the first step. Freedom comes when you actually transmute the energy that lives in your nervous system. Once that happens, you stop being attracted to that dynamic. Not because you're smarter or better, it's because your energy has shifted and that dynamic literally no longer resonates with you. So if the next time this pattern shows up, don't just blame yourself or the other person. Ask yourself, what trauma is still active in my energy? And how can I transmute it so that I no longer am attracted to this dynamic? That is where the real growth and freedom live.